Hey, this is Laura from Purl Soho, and today I'm going to talk to you about jogless stripes. Oftentimes, when you knit stripes in the round, this swatch is actually round, don't be fooled, it's not flat, the stripes don't perfectly line up. There's this jog that occurs, and that's because when you knit in the round, you're really creating this like very subtle spiral. So when you get to the end of the round, it's slightly higher than the beginning of the round. But there's a technique that solves this problem, and it creates this more fluid or continuous stripe and really minimizes that jog that can happen. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I've just completed my third round in this contrast color, and I'm ready to begin knitting in my main color. For this first step, all I'm going to show you is how to carry up your yarn. So what I want to do is take the yarn I just worked with, my previously worked with yarn, and cross it in front of the yarn I'm about to work with. This just kind of traps this yarn between the new yarn and the fabric and the rounds we're about to knit, carrying it up the inside of the swatch. And then just knit around normally, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so I've just completed my first round in the main color. And now I'm going to show you how to transition to the second round. This is where you accomplish that jogless stripe. So this round, the way you carry up the yarn is slightly different. So first I'm going to take the yarn I just worked with and cross it in front of the contrast color, same as we did last round. But this time I'm going to bring it back around the back. So if you can see there, it's like a full twist. You have this full twist happening. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to slip the first stitch of the round purlwise. So inserting my needle from back to front as if to purl, slipping it off the left needle onto the right needle. And now I'm going to continue on knitting this round as I normally would. So just I'm going to knit the whole round. All right, so I have just completed my second round in my main color, and I'm doing a 3 round by 3 round stripe. So I'm ready to jump into my third round. For a third round stripe, I would just go straight into it and start knitting. Now, if this was a 4th or 5th round, I would double cross my yarn again, like I showed you for round 2, just to kind of carry that contrast yarn up. But it's, as with everything with knitting, it's knitter's choice. But for my third row, I'm going to just jump right in and begin knitting, and I'll just knit this round as I normally would. One thing I do want to point out, though, is just these stripes again. The reason we're able to avoid the jog that's happening down here is because of this jogless stripe technique, and you can see that very first column of stitches, the very first column of the row. Because we slipped that second round, it only has 2 stitches, whereas the column next to it has 1, 2, 3 stitches. So this technique is really great when you're working it in stripes of 3 or more rounds. You can use it for a 2 by 2 round. Just depends on, again, knitter's choice. But that's it. That's how you do jogless stripes.